We are back for Saturday night's main event, kicking off right now. Didn't even go through a countdown screen or anything like that. We are just ready to rock on Saturday night's main event. Thank you to everyone who was just here for the podcast. And we're going to watch this one together and stick around and review it. I have no idea what the first match is. I have this one up on the match graphic here, but we will see what they're going to open with. I haven't caught it online if they've mentioned it, but we are here for Saturday night's main event in Fort Wayne, Indiana. 5 matches, 3 title matches. And in the predictions earlier on in the podcast, I picked the Street Profits to win the tags. I also think there's a really good chance that Penta could drop the IC to Paige, but I picked Penta to win. We will see. That looked like a really cool setup there, the wide shot of the arena. So anyway, yeah, we're back. Again, back at it, doubleheader Saturday. This one's going to be much easier. I've kicked back now. I've opened up a nice frosty beverage. I have no more serious stuff to do. I can just kind of watch the show and hang out with y'all. That look that The Undertaker gave, that was a Saturday night's main event that really sticks out. It's one of the final ones they ever did. Might have been the final one. All right, we're getting a nice little highlight package here, or intro for Saturday night's main event. I mentioned on the podcast today the last time, or the only time the IC title has ever changed hands on Saturday night's main event would have been in '92 when Bulldog dropped it to Shawn. Right after beating Brett, Bulldog and Ricky Steamboat's situations after winning the IC titles are so similar. Those epic victories in front of record-setting crowds only to drop the title like a few weeks later. Trying to get set up. I didn't really have time to get set up in between streams here, so I'm just adjusting things, adjusting my mic and my lights, and all right, I think we're pretty good as Saturday night's main event is kicking off. Okay, I think we're good. Fort Wayne. Didn't really tell anybody I was going live tonight, so we'll see who's here. Oh, yeah, Knicks and Cavs are on too, huh? After the Pistons lost, I don't give a shit now. Could care less who wins. Okay, so it's going to be this one, the 6-women's tag. That's what I thought. Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, so let's watch Ripley here. She's going to do the thing, and then she's going to lick her teeth, and she's going to sing her entire song as she goes to the ring. I've never loved a wrestler so much, but also hated their intro so much at the same time before. Like, I know WWE instructs her to do this. They want the close-up of the face. They want her to make that face, and they want her to do the teeth-licking thing. It's like years ago when Asuka debuted. Like, every time she had to pull the mask off so we could see her pretty eyes, right? Like, every time the same thing. And it just annoys me. I find entrances annoying. Look at it. It drives me crazy. Stop doing that. Why do you have to sing? Like, why do you have to sing your shit? It's so lame. But I'm not a 9-year-old girl. If I was, I'd probably be singing along with her in my living room. Wow, you know the words to your own theme song. Wow, how'd you do it, Rhea Ripley? Must have taken hours and hours of practice. Like, is it really a flex to be like, I know the words to my own song? It's just too much I mean, Ripley's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but it's just too much of that. Like, I'd rather focus on some in-ring stuff more than how I'm going to smile when I come out for my entrance. All right, I picked the heels to win here because I think Ripley will beat Jade at Clash. So she has some, when she does her entrance now, she has to do the whole thing, the whole song, complete with the Nakamura fall at the end, right? That has to be every time now. Reminds me of that SNL cast member that plays Tucker Carlson on SNL. What are we doing? What's going on? What are we doing? That's the rule now. Charlotte, you got some crazy makeup, girl. Look at all this pyro for this 6-woman tag. So it's Charlotte, Alexa, and Ripley versus... Does Jade's crew, they don't have a name, do they? We need to name this crew. Jade and B-Fab and Michin. I'm not good at picking names. What would be a good name for them? Like we had the baddies in AEW, right? Something like baddies. Submission sorority. Charlotte, that's an interesting look you got there. She was depressed. Okay. Okay, so she made her gear out of all the friendship bracelets that were sent to her over the years? Her makeup and hair is not my favorite Charlotte look, but that's cool story about the outfit, though. Charlotte just looks so different now than she used to. She's got these weird colors, and she's dressing very skimpy. She's not the same queen we had in 2018. She kind of looks like Sarah Jessica Parker a little bit, doesn't she? Look at Ripley. Fort Wayne, Indiana. Never been to Indiana. Don't think I ever will go to Indiana either. I don't have any friends there. Somebody's going to have to, that I know is going to have to live there and die. That's going to be the only way I'm going to go. Funeral. While I'm there, I'm definitely going to hit up French Lick. I always wondered what that place is like. What the nightlife is like in French Lick. I love Jade's music. Cracks me up. What's this, some Michael Jackson shit? What's going on? They all got the hats on? No? Is this all MJ inspired, like hat? Is that what that's about? Look at Jay. I love the tie and the collar. Actually looks really good. Yeah, okay. It is Michael Jackson. I did not go see the Michael movie. I will probably watch it though when it's like up on Amazon or something. I'll watch it. I grew up with Michael Jackson. When I was like in elementary school, probably elementary school, mid-'80s, late 80s, elementary and middle school, I guess, it was very uncool to like Michael Jackson. What do you like, Michael Jackson? Yeah. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay, that was okay. He sells a lot of records. Thought it was all right. I remember when I was a kid, my mom came home. These albums didn't come out at the same time or anything, but she just had gone to the record store, came home from work one night with 2 albums, vinyls, Van Halen 1984 and Thriller, and put them on Thriller while she made dinner. It must have been like when, I think Halen came out first, I think, and so I think, or no, maybe Thriller did. She went to the store to buy one of the 2 albums, but then while she was there, picked up the other one. I think Thriller came out first. So she probably went to go get Thriller and then picked up Van Halen while she was there. Now she votes for Trump. I like how they all have the tie. So I have, for those of you who weren't here for the predictions in the podcast earlier, I predicted the heels here. I think Ripley will beat Jade at Clash. Help me out. Was B-Fab? B-Fab was the one. She was in Hit Row, right? So she's been there a while. She's gotten a lot better, too. I like B-Fab. Charlotte, you're just gears cracking me up. Anybody watch Ted Lasso? Charlotte looks like Keeley. Look up Keeley, Ted Lasso, if you've never watched Ted Lasso. Keeley. I love you, Keeley. I'm from Germany. Oh, nice. So far, Jade and crew, they get the nod for best gear. What is that about, Alexa? She didn't even hit the fucking knees. I don't even know what she was trying to do there. What was the point? I don't think I remembered that Farrah Fawcett died the same day. I remember when Michael Jackson died. I remember watching the whole thing on the news. I didn't realize that Farrah also died on that day. Wow. Now, Charlotte and Mia Yim, they've got a match that goes way back, right? I think there's an NXT match that exists between those two when Charlotte was there, right? So we're talking 10 years ago. More than that. Some of these, the work in the ring is so slow sometimes. God. Like, I'm all for being safe, but Jesus Christ, man. Jade and Charlotte. What's up, Julia? Yeah, rest in peace, Kyle Busch, man. That sucks. I'm not even a NASCAR fan at all, but I just hearing how all that went down is like, man, what the fuck happened to him? It just sucks. I kind of forgot that he was a former 24/7 champion. He's done some WWE stuff before, but yeah, that's just heartbreaking, man. 41 years old? Ugh. The women are very well represented on this show. They have 3 of the 5 matches tonight. We have a total of 12 women in matches tonight. Not bad. I feel like an idiot now for suggesting that maybe Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu would be here at Saturday night's main event. I was like, they're not going to do 2 title matches in Clash in Italy. Oh, yes, they are. And they're going to do Brock and Oba on top of that. Plus Jade and Ripley. They are stacking that card. I have a feeling it's going to be just those 4 matches and whoever's in Danhausen's box. Danhausen's going to somehow bring his cloning shit to Italy. Jade doing some push-ups. God, just the selling, everything the baby faces have done so far, I have hated in this match. Shout out to Mia Yim, too, the shape she's gotten herself in. My God. Shout out to Keith Lee. Hope he's doing all right. Here we go. Crowd is into this. They are behind Charlotte. Charlotte's gear looks like it just has a bunch of rock candy stuck to it or something. All right, Charlotte is very close to making the hot tag here. If B-Fab doesn't... Oh, come on, Charlotte. There you go, you got it. Nope. Come on. B-Fab taking everybody out. Nope. Double pump kick, and they're both down. Charlotte's... I don't know how to describe what I'm seeing with Charlotte, but just a lot of her selling, just a lot of arm flailing and things that I haven't seen. Sometimes the moves in the ring just look so lethargic and slow. I feel like I'm watching a Jey Uso match. There we go. Hot tag in there to Rippers. Drop kick to Jade. Down she goes. I mean, I feel like since they're opening with this match, it might actually be the babyfaces winning. Crowd seems really hot for it. Michael, I'm a minute ahead of you. I'm never a minute ahead of anybody. I'm always behind. That's good. I like being ahead. Sorry, I don't have a timer for you guys to follow along with, like the classic watch-alongs. But I'm exactly 19 minutes and 5 seconds into the show, according to the timer. Oh, nice missile. Oh, what a dropkick to the mush. Eating the feet, oh. Riptide? Nope. A lot of strength from Ripley there. Nope. Electric chair. She had her up in power bomb. Oh! Oh, God. That was a poison Rana. Woo! She kind of had her up in a power bomb, and then Michin turned around and got like an electric chair position, and then reversed Rana Rhea, and they pulled it off. But it was sketch there for a minute. All right, here comes Bliss. Well, I couldn't tell who did the offense there. Anybody know how old this arena is? Because it does resemble a spot WWE would run in the 80s and 90s, and I think they ran SNMEs here too. I kind of recognize the... Might not be the same place. DDT. Nice. Tag is made. Oh my God. Charlotte Germaned Michin right on the back of her head. I feel like Jade is waiting in the wings here to come in. No, Ripley's coming back. She's going to push her right into Ripley. Yep. Oh, there goes Ripley. Styles clash. Nice. Oh, Ripley in with the knee strike. Breaking up the Styles clash. Oof. Damn, Bliss just with a bitch slap onto Jade. This match has been like good and bad at the same time. Okay. Allen County War Memorial Coliseum opened up in 52, so that probably is the same spot. WWE's ran this building for decades. I recognized it in the back end of it. All right, so it's Ripley and Jade now have both been tagged in. What are they doing? Was Ripley trying to go for a headbutt there or what? There we go. Oh. Oh, big headbutt. Riptide? Wow. No way. She going to beat her? Nope. Michin. Yeah, Michin is taking some shot. Oh, that was a good kick by BFAB, too. Oh, damn. Crazy kick. Oh, God. Michin is just taking some kicks to the face in this one. Double fall away. I kind of hope it's Jade pinning Alexa for the finish. That's kind of what I hope happens. Look at Alexa's not happy. Or yeah, she's happy. Is she okay with them being buddies? Oh, my God. Oh, she might pin Rhea. That would actually be okay with me if she did. She got her. She's going to pin her. Yep. All right, I'm going to be right. One match right. Yeah, my belief is that Ripley will beat her in Clash. So, therefore, the heel should win here. And Jade pins Ripley. I love how Jade still got that scar, huh? Not for long. All right, not a big shocker there. All right, here they come. Look how good Nia Jax looks. Sol Ruca, good God. Is that legal? Jesus Christ. Tyler Bate, teach us how. I have grown to hate these shots of them walking into the arena. Drives me so crazy. Even though you got to the arena 6 hours ago, go back outside and act like you're just walking in. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'll get my luggage too. Is that okay? Yeah, of course. And nobody's going to think it's weird that I'm walking in with full makeup? No, that's just how they think you always look. Oh, okay.
opportunity of your career against Penta. So how determined are you to walk out of here as the new Intercontinental Champion?
How determined are you?
Short answer there. Let's touch on this biggest night of your career nonsense. It's not nonsense, it is. But it's also the biggest night of your career. Oh, to interview Ethan Page on the last night without the Intercontinental Championship. Hell, it's the Intercontinental Championship's biggest night of its career. The belt itself. Because it finally gets the spotlight it oh so ever deserves. No thanks to you, champ. Hey, Penta, the spotlight's on the championship because of all ego Ethan Page, and you're a hell of a champ. Fighting champion. There's a reason you're Intercontinental Champion. That reason is for tonight. To hand me that championship in the middle of the ring at Saturday night's main event.
Okay. I mean, I kind of want you to win. I reluctantly picked Penta, but I kind of want Page to win. All right, it's going to be Sol Ruca and Becky Lynch. That's going to be our next matchup here.
You gotta give Sol Ruca credit. She forced the issue. Got the match.
WWE couldn't decide if this was going to be an Intercontinental Championship match or not, changing their mind twice. So it was hard to predict this one. What did I predict? I predicted Sol to win. But I really feel like it could go either way. Either way, this is going to lead. My belief is this will lead to an Intercontinental title match. So it'll either be Sol beating Becky, earning that shot, or Becky cheating to win and Sol getting a title shot because of that.
I think you've bitten off more than you can chew. I think you should get going. I think you should be gone. Go back to NXT. Well, Becky, not everything is about you.
Yeah, Becky.
Actually, everything is about me, and it is. You are exactly what everyone says that you are.
Rude.
Rude. Bitch.
I loved it. Pierce got one. That was awesome.
Keeping people wrong. You're not ready for this, and I think you really need to go and think about it. Many people have stepped to me. They thought they were ready for the spotlight, and the fall from grace would be astounding.
Becky Lynch again on top of the world.
If you are ready, then I will face you at Saturday night's main event. You have to remember, I'm not just a star maker, I'm a star breaker. I'll see you at Saturday night's main event if I snatch your soul again.
Snatch your soul. Don't botch it this time.
Welcome to the big time.
All right.
I am
Here we go.
Ruca and Sol, you've been touted as one of the most anticipated call-ups, but still some say that you're not ready for a match of this magnitude against one of the all-time greats, Becky Lynch. But I have to ask you, do you feel ready?
I think the real question is if Becky's ready. All she's done since I've gotten to Raw is underestimate me. Now I know she's one of the all-time greats, so I'm definitely not taking this match lightly. But, you know, she can underestimate all she wants because all it's going to take is one soul snatcher and she's going to...
I wish they would do like the silver curtain interviews and have Kathy be Mean Gene and like instead of this shit.
We're here to snatch.
Like bring back the old school look, man. Fans would love that. I like how Sol Ruca kind of has this like generic like surfer sounding like music. Totally gnarly, bro. Wipeout. You know, that type of thing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Honolulu, Hawaii, Sol Ruca.
Honolulu, Hawaii. I'll be flying into Honolulu next month. Maybe I'll swing by Sol's house. Say what up.
One of the biggest upsets we've ever seen on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, incredibly impressive, as Sol Ruca has been for the past couple of years in NXT. Here's my question.
Becky wins with a roll-up. All right.
That spotlight for good, you get called up to Raw, and then you follow it up with 0 wins. Are you really eligible to compete against a star the level of a Becky Lynch?
Yeah, I think one of the things that made me lean towards picking Sol in this one is that she's kind of lost a few matches since coming in, right? Lost to EO. What else did she lose?
Saturday night's main event featuring big-time Bex, the greatest female wrestler of all time. And it's not just me saying it. Other people are saying it. Everybody's saying it. Sports Illustrated says it. The Bleacher Report says it. And everyone...
Who gives a shit what the Bleacher Report says? Give a fuck. The man has come around. I don't hate Becky's song, but I don't love it either. The man has come around. Okay. Come around from what? Remember WrestleMania? That dude was lip syncing. Yeah, and she lost to Zarya, right? Got a bunch of fucking stitches in her melon from that bump.
Ruca. Is she at the level she should be competing for gold? Just because she has to? Absolutely not. You're right. She looked very good against some top stars. But this is a results business. The results, Michael Cole, have not been there for Sol Ruca.
Oh, did I mention she finished third in the Royal Rumble?
So she didn't win once again. Congratulations.
I don't know what Barrett is bitching about. This is a non-title match. It's not like she's getting a title shot here. He's acting like she shouldn't deserve this match. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who cares? It's non-title. Come on, Barrett. Why are you whining? Why are you so whiny? He's so whiny. And Becky gets the jump on Sol, throws the belt at her, and then attacks. Jessica Carr is in there. More Jessica Carr shit. Come on, Sol. You can win this. I like Wade. He's just very determined to not want Sol to deserve this. Nice. Nice springboard high cross there. I mean, I've always liked she's got like a Lita thing going on. Sol's great. She's so great. What? Oh. That was kind of like a buck shot. I mean, well, it was a springboard somersault into a clothesline. Looked weird, but she hit it. Oof. Damn.
We're seeing from Ruca.
Nope.
She was going for the soul snatcher, and Becky Lynch looking down for the manhandle slam, and so Ruca able to counter with a deep arm drag.
Ruca is just too fast. Becky Lynch has lost her set at this point.
And this is an incredibly important matchup for Ruca. She looks to rise in the ranks on Monday Night Raw. Becky catches her with a boot to the face.
Finally, a little breathing room for the champ here, but you said
Mm.
a little breathing room for the champ.
And look at this. Becky Lynch just grabbed the official.
Was that a soul snatcher? Yeah, I love the guy in the referee shirt in the front row. He's like, ah, fuck that. It looked like shit. It did. You can't show a replay of that. Okay, so Jessica Carr just ate a soul snatcher. Becky pulled her in front. Oh, she rang the bell. Oh, she's going to DQ Sol? Becky? Oh, Sol Ruca. Did. Okay. Okay, so at least I got the prediction right. I said Sol would win. Or did. Unless Lillian was supposed to say Becky Lynch. Okay, so the assumption is that Jessica Carr knew that Becky pulled her. I thought maybe Lillian botched that, but she doesn't look like she did. Because Sol was like, oh, no. Now Becky's coming back. Oh, it takes her out. But, like, Sol's reaction was a little weird. Like, her reaction of, like, disappointment, that would make sense if it was a title match. But for purposes of this, title's not on the line regardless. A victory is going to get you another match. So Sol should have been a little bit happy with the outcome there, I think. And then Becky returns to hit her with the belt and hit her with the manhandle slam. And this might be our 5th match for Clash in Italy. It might be Becky versus Sol Ruca for the title. And another manhandle slam. 3rd, excuse me. Becky, you are a menace.
Welcome to the big time, Sol Ruca. I look at it the other way. I think that Becky Lynch is running scared. She's afraid Sol Ruca was going to take her spot. And she did everything she could.
Closed caption. This level of lettuces for this level of athleticism. Sounds like when I'm speaking a text message and I'm like, how the fuck did it hear that? I think my favorite one once is I spoke festivities, like something festivities, and my phone thought I said fish titties. Yes, fish titties. That's exactly what I meant. All right, so Becky gets a DQ loss versus Sol Ruca, attacks her after the match, and that's going to lead to an IC title match probably at the Clash. I would assume it's going to have to be Clash in Italy. Is it you are an arrogant clown? That's what you are, Ethan Page. Cero miedo. I picked Penta, but I kind of thought it would be cool if we saw an IC title change. So I struggled with the decision, or I struggled with the prediction, I should say. But in the end, I did pick Penta to retain. We will see. We're about to find out. There it is. The Intercontinental Championship.
The Intercontinental Championship has stood as a pillar of excellence.
I mean, they're giving the whole IC title here quite the video package here.
The most important thing in the world to me. No one ever said being the Intercontinental Champion was going to be easy, but Rocky Maivia will always give 110%.
Rocky Maivia. Booker, Jeff, Warrior, Savage, Miz, Cody, Triple H, Ray, Dom, Big E, Sammy, Kevin, Balor, Breaker, Gunther, Orton, Eddie, China, Rick, Brett, Wade, Honky, Perfect, Razor. All right, that match is up next after our Club WWE commercial.
You're at the front of the line every time.
I am the front of the line? Okay, good. I get merchandise drops before anybody else? Wow. I haven't bought shit off WWE Shop. Ever. I've never bought a shirt from them, ever. I don't need any of your shitty merch. Oh, the Ultimate Insider by paying to be a part of your shitty club? No. I've never rushed to my computer to not sign up for something quicker in my life than Club WWE. They couldn't pay me to join. They say, hey, Greg, we'll give you $10 a month to join. I'm like, no. Keep your money. Who's buying a WrestleMania 9 shirt in 2026? Well, that one I might buy. But I certainly wouldn't buy any modern merch. I'm not going to buy a Jade Cargill shirt. Like, why would I? CM Punk, Batista, Bray Wyatt. Are we naming IC champions? Candido was an IC champ.
That's nice. We will be painting the town red.
I hate gender reveal parties. I'm like, it's going to be one or the other. Every one that they do, they act so surprised. I'm like, well, you knew there was 1 in 2 chance that that's the one it would be. Holy shit, a boy. Well, you knew it was going to be either that or the other one. If it was like Ricky Gervais stand up, he was talking about the sequel to Sophie's Choice, and he just goes, well, it's got to be this one then. That's the whole movie. Well, it's got to be this one.
Once upon a peg, in a land closer than you think, lies the greatest story our community has ever told. Soar, spin, treats you won't forget, and enchantment around every corner. A tale with fluffy friends. Big racing. What? Yes, Biggs Racing. Start your story at Albertson's Bonds for Big.
Oh, good. I'm getting a local commercial here on Peacock for my San Diego County Fair, which is coming up at the fairgrounds. Every year we have a huge fair here. I've only been once, but it's in the Solana Beach area.
Dedicated RV parking around the back. No, we're not leaving you now. It's okay. You don't need a ticket. There's no one waiting.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Technically, these onions count as one item. You're literally the only one who cares.
Get out there and have fun. If you've got McGuire's, you've got your back with our whole car air refreshers. McGuire's whole car air refreshers quickly find and fight odors wherever they are. McGuire's whole car air refreshers.
The Great Hambino's in the Hershey's commercial. I didn't get the Hershey's commercial. Last time I saw the Great Hambino, he still looks the same. Looks the exact same. Trey, yeah, now with that, with Becky and Soul being done and Paige and Penta up next, the tag team titles will be main eventing, which makes me feel pretty good about my prediction that the Street Profits would win the tag team titles tonight based on the way the main event of Raw went with the Vision standing tall over all those guys. I feel like that bodes pretty well for the Profits tonight. So I might go perfect in my predictions. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Bridge. Looks like a pretty safe bridge, too. Where I lived in North Carolina, in Wilmington, MLK Boulevard was pretty safe as well. It's actually where the airport was. But a different town I lived in North Carolina, the MLK Boulevard was not safe. But in Wilmington it was. There's nothing bad going on there.
She didn't take that well at all, issuing a major beatdown to the newcomer, Sol Ruca, and teaching a little respect to the upstart.
Yeah, what it seems like to me is Becky Lynch maybe a little bit scared of Sol Ruca and what she may be able to accomplish on Monday Night Raw.
Just the men. Oh, he's going to make the title match right here for Clash in Italy. Watch. Wait, why is Aldis there? Where's Pierce?
And based on what just happened, he asked me to tell you that as a result, you will now face Sol Ruca once again next Sunday at Clash in Italy.
There you go. Could have seen that coming from across the street. So Pierce is not in the house. Aldis is, and he delivered the message to Becky, who's pretending to be... Is it just me, or is Nia Jax losing a lot of weight? Look how good she looks. Like, maybe it's because she's next to Lash, who's also a very tall woman. But Lash looks bigger. It's the best Nia Jax has ever looked. Look how hot she is. Fucking hot.
But it's time to end this whole nostalgic tour for good. Because we're younger, we're bougier.
They're bougier.
We're taller, we're stronger.
Yes.
We're better.
Yes, I agree.
We are going to make history tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You, history.
Okay. Couple of fine-ass women right there.
On the line later tonight, but let's head out to the action.
Okay, thanks, Kathy. All right, IC title on the line, and then I guess after that it's going to be Paige and Brie against Lash and Nia, and then we'll close with the men's tags. No, you are not Ethan Page. That's how confident I am, and you're gonna lose now. If he wins the Intercontinental Championship, he's gonna rename it to the Ethan Page Championship. What Ethan Page doesn't understand is that when you win a title, that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. You can't just change the name of the title. You can change the title itself, the physical belt, make a spinner belt or make a custom belt, do whatever the hell you want, but it doesn't change the name of the title simply because you've won the title. You fucking grinning idiot. Where's Dan Lambert? Let's get him out here. Oh, is this a new theme for Ethan? I don't even pay attention to his theme. I wouldn't even know what the original one sounded like. Pentas I've learned by now. Oh, I like his red and blue. That was me walking out of the DMV yesterday. I was only there 30 minutes. I had to go to the DMV on a fucking Friday. But I had an appointment. I was in and out. I had to get one of them real IDs made. I keep getting bugged about that because I got a flight coming up soon, and apparently you need those now. So I just went and got one done. I had to get a new picture taken and all that crap. Penta's over. What is that thing in the ring? Oh, that's the thing that spins his fireworks. He's got the Mark Marrow. He's got the Mark Marrow pyro. I hope the ring don't catch on fire. It amazes me how valuable WWE finds Penta and how they don't give a shit about Rey Fenix. I kind of thought it would be the opposite, You know, if they ever went singles, I thought it would be Phoenix that was going to get all the glory, but it's Penta. Penta's more marketable. He's got the mask. He's got the attitude. He's got the catchphrase. Phoenix doesn't have that connection with the audience the way his brother does. Look at Lillian in the gown. I love how it lowers.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Why is there two mics?
Intercontinental Championship.
Thanks, Lillian. How good does she look? She's like 61 years old.
From Hamilton,
You wouldn't even know it. She looks 38.
weighing in at 240 pounds. All Ego, Ethan Page.
Ruben, you're late. That's okay. Hey, I'm doing pretty good on my predictions. I'm pretty confident I'm going to go perfect on this show. So far, I'm 3 for 3. Or no, I'm 2 for 2. Yeah, I'm 2 for 2. So far, I've been picking scenarios right. I said Sol would beat Becky, and that would lead to a title match at Clash in Italy. And then later on for the women's tags, I've got Nikki Bella coming back to help them. And they'll retain. Thank you, Michael Cole. And I doubt there would have even been a title change on that night with the Bulldog and Shawn had Bulldog not gotten had to be let go. Oh, I don't have RVD handy. I'm going to black out my screen for a second. I thought Rob was here, but he's not. He's deceptively large. So, do we have any, there's got to be a match in AEW. At least a tag that exists with these guys, right? AEW, I'm sorry, Ethan Page and Penta, they have a history. What kind of match between these two guys can we find in AEW? Lucha Brothers against like a Dan Lambert crew or something? Who was Page with in that? It was Ethan Page. It was Paige Van Zant, right? Dan, and who else was with Dan Lambert there? That fucking blowhard. Who else was with Page in that? There was another dude. This is AEW Rampage. Yeah, oh, yeah, it is kind of. Page versus Penta. How crazy is it that CM Punk returned on Rampage? Isn't that wild? And not Dynamite or a pay-per-view. Oh, stiff kick. Oh.
Marshall, Eddie Arango in form, but here's the issue for Page. He can't take a count-out victory and win the title. He's got to pin or submit Penta here.
Mm-hmm.
He's keeping a close eye on Penta, and he's going to make sure it's stopping the referee. How smart was that from Ethan Page?
Extremely smart. Champion's advantage for Penta tonight.
Yeah, not being carried away with just winning this match. I want to win and go home with the gold. I like that one, Page.
And now Penta says, face first, get him a steel post. Ethan Page, I don't know if you noticed, Ray, but his entire complexion changed moments ago.
Yeah, suddenly smells blood in the water. Whatever game plan he came in with now can be fully executed.
Played you're a former 5-time Intercontinental Champion. As we take another look here at Penta landing on our announce table. How important was it for you in your career the first time you won gold, the Intercontinental title?
Yeah, it was that solidified in the minds of myself and indeed management in WWE that I could be a player at the top stage.
Will it be Page? Kick out at Penta.
And it really is Ethan Page's opportunity now to put himself in that conversation. When they're
Shout out to Penta's Detroit Pistons gear. Be right back.
WrestleMania, you're a guy with gold. You're one of the guys who are first on the list to get on that card. That puts you in the upper echelon in the conversations.
I got Pistons here, and I've got Pistons there. And Penta has got Pistons gear. We got Pistons everywhere.
All that big matchup. Talk about that a little bit later on. Penta and Page battling out for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, we're going to see a different side of Penta here. We need the gritty side. The high-flying flash stuff ain't going to get it done at this point, not with a positive back. Page knows full well a boot to the face is not going to keep Penta down. It's a test. How much does Penta have left in his system? How much more pressure do I have to apply to really finish the job?
Well, the one thing I've learned about this man over the last year and a half here in WWE is that
Okay. According to Nikki, the earliest she'll likely be cleared is June. Well, that's 7 days from now. Hopefully, she can come out.
just like Penta's showing here. Page, though, stood toe-to-toe with the champion.
Okay, full gear, 2021. Lucha Bros defended the tags against Men of the Year. Who were Men of the Year? Scorpio. Thank you. Scorpio and Ethan. Okay, cool. That's really cool. I knew we could dig up something from AEW on these two guys.
Penta, and step up enzuigiri of the year. Drops Penta in the corner. I should say Page in the corner. As Penta now goes into his handstand. Bang, right to the chest.
He did his handstand. He did his handstand on American Bandstand. I think that's a Kid and Play bar. I did a handstand on American Bandstand. Ooh. Shout out to Kid and Play.
Penta was not pretty at all, perhaps. Really aggravating that lumbar spine injury he got earlier when he landed on this desk. Take another look at
Fucking Eraserhead kid and his baby's kid's dad. Oh, what a great movie. House Party. Kids, go watch it. If you're a young feller and you've never heard of the movie from the 80s, House Party, go watch House Party.
Any good. Penta would keep the title. Page now sent back into the ring. Right to up to the apron.
Martin Lawrence, who I love so much more than like a Kevin Hart. Martin Lawrence was the man. Nice. That was a wild crossbody. That was like he bounced off of Page.
completely wobbled, almost fighting blind at this point, but he's still ticking.
Yeah, former NXT champion, longest reigning NXT North American champion of all time. Triple A mixed tag champ.
This is where you learn the most about a competitor. You're hurting, you're digging deep. How deep can you dig with gold on the line and the world watching?
Oh, that's got to be tough to land like that right in the apron. Wow. Penta, because Penta's not a super small guy, but he is very light on his feet. I almost kind of thought that he might be gaining a little bit of weight, but he can just, he's so light. Now, I wish that like CM Punk had that, like Punk is he's so bottom heavy almost. Like he doesn't have that finesse or that spring in his step, you know? Never really had, even when he was younger. I just wish he had a little bit more of that Sean in him, or, you know, or a little bit of a Logan Paul or Penta or explosiveness to him. Like, he doesn't have to be crazy like Ricochet, but, you know, something in between. I wish he just had a little bit more of that ability. But Punk makes up for it in other ways. Primarily with his mouth. Well, one thing I'll say about all these matches tonight, even that opener, is that they're getting time. No. Energy. I drank half of it earlier. Just finished it. Oh, Mandela effect on your part. Okay, I thought you looked that up. So Garrett lied. We have a rule. Like when I first started this channel 16 years ago, Garrett, I made it clear no liars. And to be frank, you've disappointed me. But I'll let the chat determine whether or not we're going to keep you. But you're not supposed to lie. It's very important not to lie. And you lied to us. You can't just go around doing that stuff, Garrett. God. It's so mean to lie. Here I thought these guys had a match at Full Gear, and come to find out you're just a fucking liar. I do love they only do it in the aisleway, but I love the old school guardrails. They still have to have their big Mattel play set on the outside of the ring. Yeah, the Club WWE logos were there last night for SmackDown too, I think. Oh, yeah, Lucha's worked with FTR that night in 2021. Garrett just likes to lie. Oh. Come on, Penta. I'm rooting for you because I picked you. I'm kind of going for, I want to go perfect in my predictions because I thought a lot about Double or Nothing with my predictions. I thought zero about Saturday night's main event. I just winged them. So I think it'll be funny if I go perfect. Whenever I wing them, I tend to do well. I fuck up when I overthink it. I've told myself I've always need to trust my instincts because my instincts are always good. And after 49 years, I still don't totally trust them, which is weird because I should by now. Come on, Penters. I don't want the title to be renamed the Ethan Page title. I don't want that. No, don't pull his mask off. Oh, shit. What is he going to do? Oh. Okay, that's just a power slam. I thought it was going to be like a pile driver or a driver. Yeah, that's right, Mohammed. Lying is just bad, you know, and Garrett let us down, man. He's lying to us. Yeah, God. So disappointing. He did that on purpose. Look at this. Look how big these buckle pads are now. They're just big fucking squares. Even the turnbuckle pads have changed. Hey, there you go. Penta kicked out. Okay, so he had the other exposed buckle over there that Penta got hit with. He's still kicked out. Page is mad that his cheating trick didn't work. And Penta caught it in the neck. Yeah, now Page is going to hit it. Yep. Yeah. All right. Boom! What a destroyer. There we go. Yep, I'm feeling good about all my picks tonight. I'll change that versus to defeat in the ticker so I can reflect that. All right, Penta retains over Page. Pretty good match. Referee fucking around with that thing. That was a great destroyer, though, because Page is a big guy. They got over on that. When did Penta win the IC title? He's held it. It was before Mania, right? When did he win it? I forgot. And who did he beat? I have no earthly fucking idea who even beat for the title. Oh, Dominic. Dominic. Oh, yeah, it's Dominic. I just don't remember when. Kathy, Brie Bella, and Paige. That's a lot of hotness. Everybody's written us off. Brie mode. Like, I give Brie a hard time, but she can't be that bad. Like, Bryan Danielson is a cool dude. He would not be with a fucking high-maintenance hot mess. So she's probably a totally cool chick. She just has a horrible theme song. But here we are. Now, I'm actually hoping, I'm rooting against my own prediction here. I want Nia Jackson, Lash Legend to win because they should. They completely outmatch these two. So the only way Brie and Paige are going to get this done is if you get some sort of a run-in from someone. And I kind of assumed it would be Nikki Bella because at WrestleMania, she was saying, like, I was really hoping to be cleared, you know, and they weren't sure about it. So, you know, if they weren't sure about WrestleMania, that means she was probably pretty close to being cleared. And apparently she's said recently that she's not going to be cleared until at least June, which could be her just lying to cover for her doing a run-in here. But if Paige and Brie are going to win, they cannot be winning this match clean. Nia Jackson, Lash are going to fucking kill them. Anyway, I'll be right back. Whoops. March, and he beat Dom for the title after Danhausen cursed Dom. That's right. Thank you, Juliet. I remember that. All right, I got a Kevin Bacon T-Mobile commercial here, though. Have you ever played 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? It fucking works, like, every time.
She's got 12 items. Okay, eyes on your own basket. Young homeowners turning into their parents love rules.
Just throw an actor down. I bet you I can 6 degree them to Kevin Bacon.
It's a thing. There's dedicated RV parking around the back. No, we're not leaving you out. It's okay. You don't need to tell me no way.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Technically, these onions count as one item. You're literally the only one who cares.
Peter Piper persistently missed packages, so he scheduled his deliveries with Amazon Business and positively prospered.
Hey, when we were talking about that Full Gear 2021 match, fans were back in the arena by then, right, in AEW?
Every time we drive,
Oh, yeah, they had to have been. Yeah, they were definitely back by then. I was trying to remember. I'm trying to visualize Full Gear 2021 in my head.
The Subaru Outback, built to achieve the highest safety ratings possible. Love, it's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Get 2.9% APR financing on select new Subaru Outback models.
When I heard her say she has osteoporosis, I thought the last thing I want is to sit around all day.
Oh, there's another good one, Trey. There you go. So, because I was wondering if it's not going to be Nikki, who would it be? Chelsea. It would be Chelsea because of what happened last night. Because I didn't even talk about that in the podcast, but right after Blake Monroe came and introduced herself to Chelsea and then walked away, Chelsea was laid out by Lash and Nia, and I didn't mention that in today's podcast. But that's a very good point, Trey.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you've had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. For hip, groin, or thigh pain, unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity. Ask your doctor about Evenity.
Halftime work session?
Yeah, AT&T Business has got me their best deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now I'm getting one for
How long are we in? Okay, we're only an hour and 20 minutes in. So this is only going to be about a 2-ish hour show, I guess, which is good. Might go slightly over 2 hours. Probably not much, but we're still dealing with all these fucking ads. For those just tuning in, we have had, 3 matches so far? Jade Meechin and B-Fab beat Charlotte, Alexa, and Rhea. Becky Lynch lost to Sol Ruca via disqualification, and Penta just beat Ethan Page to retain the Intercontinental title. And now it is going to be time for the Women's Tag Team Championship match. And I think Nia and Lash should absolutely kill these two, but I have a feeling they're going to find a way to retain. My belief is that Paige and Brie won't lose the titles until Nikki comes back, because there could be a story in there. Oh, Saturday night's main event in July at MSG. That's cool. Oh, wow, that's opening weekend for me here in San Diego for the racetracks. I'm going to be busy that night at work. I will not be able to watch Saturday night's main event on July 18th. We're going to have to talk about it the next day. That's one of my busiest days of the year, Saturday, July 18th. Nobody gave me an actor at 6 degrees to bacon? That's a shame. Yeah, I got the Street Profits winning the tags tonight. They should. The fucking tag team division is a joke in WWE on both brands. The least they could do is put the tag team titles on an actual team. I mean, Street Profits and Enzo and Cass would actually be a fun rivalry, would it not? I think the in-ring segments between those two guys, between those two teams, those 4 guys, would be quite entertaining. TBH. NGL. Low key. All that other shit kids say. Look at how good Nia looks. I can't get over it. These two look great together. They're the female Demolition. They're the female Chronic. They're the female Brothers of Destruction. Teams like that. Nia looks good. I'm a big fan of Willow Nightingale, too. I just think she's gorgeous. And Lash, I want to see, Lash and Trick have not, they're engaged, but they have not been married yet, right? Or did they get married? Because if there's ever a wedding that I would like to see pictures of, it would be that one. That sounds like it would be a fun party. And I would, if there's any way, any of you know a way I could get an invite. If there's any connections you guys might have or sources, if you could give them my information, because I would really like to go to that one. Oh, remote. Garrett Osborne perused. I pursued it. You perused Penta's cage match list and was surprised that he hadn't faced Ethan in AEW. Was in matches with Scorpio Sky, and the Hardy family office, but not Ethan. Oh, man. See, the problem is, Garrett, you already lied to us once. So for all we know, Penta and Ethan Page faced 25 times in AEW. You're just blowing smoke. How can we trust you anymore, Garrett? You have to rebuild trust, you know? So we're going to have to get some confirmation on what you're saying. I'm kidding. I believe you. That's really interesting, though. God, I had to hear Bree mode. I mean, I'm predicting them to win, which means I have to hear Bree mode twice. You'd think I'd just predict them to lose, just because I don't want to hear the most awful song. I would listen to Right to Censor for 3 hours straight before I'll listen to Bree mode one time. That is how much I hate that theme. Like, I hated the way it came together. Like, I was like, well, when she gets into Bree mode. And I'm like, well, what are you saying? Like, she has a personality? Everybody does. Everybody has certain ways they act in certain situations. Everybody has their own mode. I got a Greg mode. Juliet's got a Juliet mode. You're not special. You don't need a theme song named after your mode. We all have modes. Greg mode. Like, what the fuck? Who would do that? I have a Greg mode when it's nut cutting time at work, and you got to buckle down and work your tail off to get through this night. I'm in Greg mode, and people stay the fuck out of my way when I am. But I don't have a theme song about it, because that would be silly. Paige and Brie Bella. What a rando tag team. I don't remember who it was. Might have been somebody in the chat. Might have been somebody on social media that I read. But I love the idea of Nikki coming back and her and Brie booting out Paige, turning on her, and going heel. And then AJ Lee comes back to team up with Paige. And the two of them battle the Bellas for the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Like something like that. I like that idea. Sounds good to me. Bree mode. Oh, yeah, that might have been from Total Divas. Yeah, I know it was like Bree mode was because of some sort of mode she got in. But we all have how everybody has a personality when they're drunk. Some people are fun. Some people are mean. Some people act differently depending on what they are drinking. I worked in the restaurant business. I have a lot of alcoholic friends. And I have friends that are different on tequila than they are on beer. And that's just wild. Ooh, big Samoa. I love these type of matches because I'm rooting for Nia, Jax, and Lash to win, but also hope that they don't for predictions purposes. Ruben's keeping track of this shit, so the more wins I get, the more money I get to give to charity at the end of the year. I didn't like that move execution, but I like this strategy because there's no way. Like, this could be a handicap match. Take Nia or Lash out of the equation, and I think Brie and Paige are still underdogs. So in order to have any sort of effective offense in this, you're going to have to double team. So there's just no way this match can end in a Paige and Brie victory without Chelsea Green or Nikki Bella showing up. Otherwise, we got new tag team champions. They are definitely my favorite women's tag team in the company. By a long shot. Nash and Nia and Lash. I don't even know if I have a number 2. I can't stand Charlotte and Alexa. I don't want nothing to do with them. Kabukis are no more. Otherwise, they would be number 2. Bellas are the last place. Is this her house? Nia is so funny. Is this her house? She's beating up Paige, and then she goes, "Is this her house?" I can't believe there was a time when I just where I despised Nia. Now I think she's fucking hilarious. I think she started warming up to me after my hole. But she's fucking hilarious. Is this your house? I would like Brie the most on Total Divas? No way. Well, like I said, she is married to Danielson, and Danielson, he's just too cool of a dude, too laid back of a dude, too grounded, to be with some fucking high-maintenance diva. So she probably is pretty cool. I just hate her fucking theme song and her wrestling and everything else about her. Damn, look at that pinning combination. You better get out of that page. I would like to be Nia Jax and Lash Legend's manager. Put my bald, tall, skinny ass out there in a suit. I'll be like the white Stokely, only taller and way more handsome. I'd be great. Like, think about it. Stokely's a little bald guy, little bald black guy with a big tag or the little tag team. I'll be tall, bald white guy with a big black tag team. Oh my God, we'd be perfect. And then we could book like fantasy matches between Nia, Lash, myself against FTR and Stokely. We would kill them. Oh, they wouldn't even stand a chance. Fucking squash. I think Nash, or I'm not Nash, Nia can take care of FTR by themselves. I'll take care of Stokely, and Lash can just chill. Have a little glass of champagne. Watch us. Take the night off. Who could I call a raggedy bitch? Who in WWE could I call in a promo? Maybe Charlotte. I'd probably call Charlotte a raggedy bitch. Tag into Nia.
There's been a slow destruction of the entire body of Paige at this point, and Paige looks petrified in that ring, and why wouldn't she be?
Help me out with the Paige timeline. How long did she wrestle before Lee? Like, what year did she stop wrestling in WWE? Was she still wrestling in 2018, or was she done by then? Because I'm trying to think if Nia Jax and Paige ever had matches. Was Paige already gone by the time Nia Jax came to the main roster? Ooh. Or at least maybe she was hurt and out of the ring. I don't remember. Nia kicks out. I mean, this match is much more competitive than I feel like it should be. It's like on Dynamite a couple of weeks ago. Like, Ace Austin took Ospreay to like 15 minutes. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Hurry up. This match should not be that long. Oh. That was a frog splash from from Lash Legend. Oh, bear hug. Oh. Oh, no. Ooh. Is that it? Yes. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I was like, shit. Paige breaks it up. All right, she makes it to Paige. Damn, she didn't know where she was. She tagged Paige's like face. Wow. Wow. All right, so I was right in my prediction, but that was way, way, way too clean of a victory for me. Paige got a little bit of an assist from Brie Bella, who put her foot on Paige's ass for more leverage on the roll-up that the referee did not see. So it's basically the equivalent of having your feet on the ropes and pinning somebody. But I thought it would take way more than that. Look at this. So there's kind of a sunset flip, and then Brie sticks her foot right there a little more and counts her. Still too clean for my liking, to be honest. These two women, there's no way. All right, well, I've never been more disappointed to be right about a prediction. Does that make sense? Well, on the plus side, it was 4 hot women fighting each other. How can you hate that? Hey, and there's Brock Lesnar guy who I thought was retired. He laid his little shirt down on the chair and had an emotional goodbye to it. What a weirdo. Like, you'd think with all that money he'd have like homies or friends or, I don't know, a girl with him, but he never does. He's just by himself. Man, 11 a.m. pay-per-views I don't like, but Clash in Italy does look like a pretty badass card. God, these are weird graphics. I guess these are like statues. Oh, my God. But next week, so next Sunday, we're going to do a review of Clash in Italy. And that should leave us enough time to still do a classic watch-along next week. So I need ideas for a classic watch-along. Maybe something on YouTube would be best, but anything on YouTube or Netflix, WWE pay-per-view, WCW pay-per-view, even a TNA one, although I don't love doing those, but if there's a great one on there, we could watch one. I would do it for y'all. Oh, yeah, Ryan's asking that now. No, it's 11 a.m. I don't want to be up that early. Plus, I think it would be more fun to just do a review of the show and then still do our classic watch-along like we do on Sundays. We have that ability since the show was so early. So 11 a.m., so it's going to end probably at 2 p.m. Trying to be a 3-hour show, 3.5-hour show, something like that. So it'll be over no later than 3, which would give us 2 hours to get a review done before watch-along time. And I think a review would only take an hour. So I think after Clash in Italy, we'll come up for like a 1-hour review, and then we'll take an hour break, and we'll be back for a classic watch-along tomorrow night. That, I think, will be the plan. Ruben Anthony, Night of Champions 2008. Okay. The fuck happened on that show? I'm going to look it up. Wow, big card. Triple H over Cena in the main event for the title. Okay. Edge over Batista for the title. DiBiase and Rhodes defeated Hardcore Holly. Okay. Hardy, Chavo, Miz Morrison, and Finley and Hornswoggle. What the fuck? Kofi and Jericho. Okay. Henry and Kane and Big Show. So we've got 3 world titles on the line, ECW, World Heavyweight, and WWE. Women's titles on the line, Katie Burchill versus Mickie James. Is that like known as a good show or something? I mean, I don't remember. I probably did not order it in 2008. I was 2 years away from moving here. All right, Juliet's got a vault suggestion. That could be fun too. I'm down for a vault. Well, I can make a conglomeration of matches. We could do a couple Saturday Night's main events. I owe you guys some, but I've been trying to keep those to the members, even though it's been like 2 years since we've done one.
I'm here with the World Tag Team Champions division, accompanied by Paul Heyman and Mr. Heyman. The Street Profits have spent years proving themselves as one of the most undeniable tag teams in WWE.
Heyman's looks so offended when people ask him questions. My kosher took us. Logan's gotten so jacked. He revealed, he said, just 100 sit-ups, or 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups a day, and runs like a mile.
That's not the Street Profits. That's us. We are the greatest tag team champions in the history of the world. And guess what? That's not the Street Profits. That's us. And the Street Profits.
And that's all I limit my workouts to is push-ups. I have a pull-up bar, too. Really like that.
They are the smoke. And if you want the smoke, we're going to bring it to you.
That's kind of, I mean, like, if you do it right, that's all you need. Look how jacked he is. And I'm not even on steroids anymore. But push-ups and sit-ups, man, you do enough of them, that'll do it. You don't need a gym membership. And I'm telling you, those pull-up bars, get one of those, put them on your door jams. Not only do I use them to do pull-ups and stuff, but I stretch, and it feels really good. Really helps. It's like yoga. I mean, I'm almost 50. And I still sit crisscross applesauce, you know. I still sit like a kid. I sit on the floor, you know, all the time. Like, I've been pretty lucky.
And now your summer forecast with Ariana.
A major heat wave's turning heads, courtesy of Love Island USA.
Oh, okay.
Expect a 100% chance of chaos, specifically
Yeah, I was wondering that too, Trey. The Vision's locker room was all dark. I don't know. Maybe they're doing romantic things in there. I don't know.
No doubt this will be the hottest season yet. See?
Okay, that IC title match is Kofi's first title win at Night of Champions 08. Okay. By that point, is he Jamaican still? Or has he dropped the accent? Who was it? Was it Triple H? I was like, who was it that acknowledged that? Like, didn't you used to be Jamaican? Who said that? I think it was Triple H.
Maybe you should keep your eyes on the road, Janice. I have to be able to see first flow. Take driving very seriously.
Damn, Flo's kind of hot with a blonde hair. Way better looking than the brunette version. Janice, get your shit together, girl. Oh, thank you, Brian. Or Ryan. The last Double or Nothing ticket has been sold. It's probably Brock Lesnar guy bought it. Yeah, who picked it up, I wonder? Who's the one schmuck going to the show, sitting in the middle of everybody by himself? Maybe he'll be sitting next to a cute single girl. They'll hit it off, get married, and have 5 kids. We're pulling for him.
I heard she was taking Evenity, but then she said it builds new bone. Builds new bone. So yeah, we work, we wander, and we're worthy of it all.
You know, it was last Sunday, right? We watched that WCW show from 2000, and when I always pick shows, I'll look at the Wikipedia page, look at the card, see what the matches are and stuff, and I always check out the buy rates and stuff. And those like dying days of WCW, they're comparable buy rate wise to like what AEW does now. They're actually below them. I think that show that we watched had only like 115,000 buys, Slamboree 2000 or Spring Stampede 2000, and AEW routinely pulls like 150 and stuff in their buys and shit. Still not like WWE Attitude Era numbers, but respectable in that respect. So like, people point to the ratings and stuff, and I've said for so many years in WWE and AEW, things are so different now. Like, if you want to poke fun at AEW's ratings, look at how low WWE's are compared to where they used to be, because everybody consumes content differently. The reason the ratings were so high in 1998 is because you had to watch on that one specific channel at that one specific time. You didn't have 9 other ways you could watch the show or watch it the next day or catch up with it on YouTube or, a number of different ways you can kind of catch up on it. You had to watch. That's why those numbers were so high. But when you compare pay-per-view buy rates, that's a little bit more, accurate, because AEW still does pay-per-view. So their buy rates are really, really similar to what WCW's was, in their last couple of years of existence there. And WCW is actually below them in that respect. So wrestling fans are still out there, man. TV ratings are just different. Like SmackDown's just drawing like 1.1 million and shit. There's not just 1 million people watching SmackDown. There's a fuck ton more watching SmackDown than that. It's just that's how many people are watching live at that moment. That's it. 1 week from tonight, Mask versus Mask. I wish I could be watching that. And it's going to be on YouTube so we can all see it. I love that they love him down there. That's just the funniest shit to me. I love that he's just a massive Stone Cold Steve Austin level babyface down in Mexico. I just think that's goddamn hilarious. All right, here comes who I expect to be the new Pizza Tag Team Champions. I'm just realizing now that there's a little ramp there. I didn't even realize there was. I thought it was a flat walkway all the way to the ring. There's a tiny little ramp. It's like the little ramp I bust out at work when somebody comes in with a wheelchair. Hey, I got you. Put a little ramp up. They can come right up there. It's like the same thing. I've carried many old ladies upstairs before at my restaurant. We have a building was built so many years ago. We didn't have an elevator or anything. And if somebody's really old or in a wheelchair comes in and they would like to be upstairs, they can't go up there unless they're okay with us carrying grandma. And a few times they have. And so, like, I get a couple of the guys and we just carefully carry grandma all the way up the stairs, set her down, carry it up there like reminds me of like a King Haku or Macho King in WWE. Just carry her right up. She only weighs 85 goddamn pounds, you know. But it's something I've done many times. Carry old ladies upstairs. I'm like, grandma deserves an ocean view.
Championship reign as well. But this is their first title match in 7 months.
7 months, that's it, huh? I thought they were gone like way longer than that. It feels like the Street Profits to me have been gone for a year. I didn't know where the fuck they were. I'd almost forgotten about them. I'm like, oh yeah, where are the Street Profits? And then finally they're back. So my basis behind my prediction in the podcast today was how Monday Night Raw ended, with the Vision basically laying out Rollins and the Street Profits. So I feel like that will lead to the tag team titles changing hands here. I think Rollins and Braun Breaker will both get involved here. At least Rollins will. And maybe do something to help Profits. All these, they pass out these Fire Logan Paul. I mean, the Fire Logan Paul stuff happening, like with Joe Hendry debuting that song, like literally like the same day or the same couple of days that they were releasing people, is just like, what the fuck? Like, think about your timing on some of these things. Come on.
Let's head up into the ring for our main event with Lillian Garcia.
Joe Hendry should make another song like restructure Logan Paul's contract or something. That would be even funnier than fire Logan Paul.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the World Tag Team Championship.
Lillian still got the pipes.
At a combined weight of 492 pounds, Angelo Dawkins.
If I'm still doing YouTube 20 years from now, you're going to watch my pipes die slowly. I'm going to start sounding older and older. All right, Profits, I'm rooting for you.
Being accompanied by WWE Hall of Famer, the Oracle, Paul Heyman. Representing the Vision at a combined weight of 440 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory and Logan Paul.
Senior official Chad Pack will work this matchup here tonight for the World Tag Team titles. This is the first time since 1992 that the Tag Team Championship has been on the line at Saturday night's main event. Only one title change in the history of this great franchise. It happened back in 1989, the night the
Brainbusters beat Demolition. I watched that night. I was pissed. Fucking Andre got involved. I was so mad. But I knew the minute the Brainbusters got into the company that they were going to be tag team champions.
not having gold, not being the number one team that we know and love the Street Profits to be. And he wants to be singularly focused on conquering the division and getting that gold back.
Crowd is just giving it to Logan Paul. Fire Logan Paul. All right, there's a lot of just... The show's going to go slightly over 2 hours unless this is a 6-minute match. I can't believe we never got that Montez singles run, you know? We thought we were going to get that 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We used to talk on the podcast and stuff like it was just an inevitability. Like, when this happens, when Montez goes single, it's going to be this and this, you know? And I'm glad, you know, in a way, because, you know, Dawkins does not deserve to be tuckered. He's too good. He works hard, puts the work in, puts the time in, has improved. Every bit as talented as Montez, you know, or good as a worker as Montez, just doesn't have that flash that he does. I mean, think about a Montez and Logan Paul fucking one-on-one match wouldn't be bad. They'd be a great tag team, actually. I mean, I think Montez would be a great person to put in the Vision. Have him turn on Dawkins and join the Vision. He'd fit right in with those guys. Like, when I see characters like Logan Paul and, like, Trick Williams, I'm wondering, like, why can't Montez be that? No, I don't remember that. I guess Jey Uso and Logan Paul wrestled for the world title on Saturday Night's Main Event. I guess that would have been last year or something, right? I probably reviewed it, just don't remember it. We probably watched it, I just don't remember it. Ooh, Montez with a very sharp nip up. I mean, this would be a pretty fun singles program, I think, Montez and Logan. Oh, wow. Bianca taught him that. She can backflip and shit, right? There we go. Nice arm draggies. I think Montez is slightly, or not slightly, but he's definitely the more seasoned worker than Logan. You know what? This is just a random thing to say, but you know what I would not rule out? I would not rule out Logan Paul in AEW one day. Like, you never know. His contract comes up here, looking to renew. TKO's like, nah, we don't want to pay you that much, or I don't know, fuck. Endorsement deal runs out. Maybe Tony Khan throws money at him, but I think Logan's probably WWE for life, and I think he's also going to win the title. I think they're going to give him the title. Probably the World Heavyweight title. At some point. I kind of think they have to. And it is pretty wild, too, that Logan Paul is essentially a WWE wrestler for fun. Like, he's under contract. He's voluntarily put himself, at the mercy of TKO and WWE for fun. He doesn't need the money. The rest of the talent, this is their livelihoods. They're depending on these contracts to secure their futures. Logan's is already secured. He'd be just as rich without being a WWE wrestler. So it's just crazy that he's voluntarily, doing. So you have to at least have some form of respect for that. That you got to be doing this for love of the game, because the money is just an extra thing. Like, he's doing all this work without having to, He doesn't need to do all this shit. He wants to. Oof. And he's way smarter than his brother, because in wrestling it's a work, and in some of these boxing fights, even though they're probably fixed too, Paul got tagged in that one fight, right? Knocked his damn head off. You can get exposed in that shit, but here in wrestling, I can totally see him winning the title. Big splash to Dawkins. So weird seeing Heyman out there with these two guys. Like, I wonder what the procedure is for these type of shows. Like, I wonder how full the locker room is. Obviously they're going to need a few more folks there than just who's on the card, in case you need to prepare for unforeseen circumstances. But I wonder how many people are actually in that locker room. Like, how much talent is actually there for this one. And how many extra people you make come to the show. Like, is fucking Rusev back there? Being like, this fucking sucks. What the hell am I doing here? Like, I'd be super annoyed if I had to, come to this crap. And I'm not on the card or anything. They're just bringing me in to be there. I think the reason we're getting a Becky Lynch match on the show is because Rollins is there. Because he's going to do a run in here in a little while, I think. I was like, what are they saying? Fire Logan. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if, some crazy scandal dropped and Logan Paul did something, super sketch and WWE and TKO had to cut ties and they actually did fire him? That's what would be funny to me. Oh, smart move by Logan. Pulls Montez off the hot tag.
Paige and Nikki do earlier, you do everything in your power to keep the championship. Paige and Brie, I should say, the tag team champions of the women's division. Logan now, look at the rights and lefts, the body shots by Logan Paul.
Well, he's an expert boxer. Why not use those skills in ring against your opponent?
I almost wore the same outfit as Dawkins to stream in tonight, but I kind of had a feeling he would wear the same thing, and I didn't want it to be embarrassed because we didn't talk about it beforehand. So I was like, you know what? I'll let him have this one. I'll save mine for another day. Nice neck breaker. What the hell was that? It almost looked like Dawkins and Logan doing a double team move to Theory. All right, tag to Montez. Big elbow. Boom. Hmm. Nice. Montez still has it. He hasn't lost a single step over the years. Yeah, I've been hearing them calling Austin the Pressure. I'm not getting into it. It's like, what was Jericho trying to get over that time? I'm like, nope, I refuse. Oh, big buckshot. Clothesline to Montez. Damn. Theory's the only childless dude in the match. All right. Logan has a kid, really? That's a poor kid. I mean, I'm glad he'll be rich for his whole life, but imagine Logan Paul's your dad. Oh, my God. Heyman's face on that bump. Logan kind of hit the ring post in a funny way going over the top rope like that. Oof, I guess that was not pretty, but effective. I was going to be like, I think that was, forget it. I'm not going to try to dissect that. Boom. Oh, man. I feel like we're going to get a ref bump or something soon. Oh, God, where's Montez going? God, the fact that he can just dive straight over the ring post like that, it's just crazy. I mean, you have to clear. There he is. This is what I was expecting. Oh, my God, that was great. Holy shit. The Street Profits avoided the Braun Breaker spear. Here they go. They might not even need Seth Rollins' help. They might win it on their own. Boom, frog splash. Nope, he's too close to the ropes. Hooked the wrong leg, foot on the ropes. Heyman grabbed the foot, yeah. It's all right, Rollins will show up to help out. That was a great... Breaker came in to spear Montez. Montez leapfrogs him. Dawkins catches him and then pounces him into the announce table. Like, into the chairs. Oh, it was so great. That was so great. Uh-oh. Oh, he got intercepted by Logan Paul, who had the knucks. Oh, shit. No, come on. This is not going to end like this. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Dive from Dawkins over the... No. No. Ah, fuck. I thought for sure the Profits were going to win. All right, I got one match wrong tonight. Oh, those motherfuckers. Got it done with the brass knucks. I thought Breaker would be out first, then Rollins. I'm like, if Becky's here, Rollins is here. They took their bus, that little fucking kid's in the back, right? Rue was back there doing Rue things. I thought Rollins would come out here and stomp a bitch. I guess not. Look at that. That was so good. That was so good. That should have been the finish right there. I can't believe they didn't do a title change. No title changes on this whole show. Oh, yeah, Logan did tag him with the knucks there. Damn. Tosses Montez back in. And Theory pins him after this crazy dive here from Dawkins. God. And the Vision stands tall. I thought that match being the main event was almost a guaranteed title change. Oh, Rey Mysterio is the new GM of AAA. That's interesting. Oh, Breaker's coming back. Oh, maybe we will see Rollins. That's disappointing, man. I kind of wanted the Profits to win. What a bummer. All right. Well, SNME is coming to a close here. We're going to do a review in 1 second. Yo, Joshua. I'm thinking that Rollins is still going to come out here. I don't know. I'm try to get ready for the review. We're going to make it real quick. All right, there they go. All right, Saturday night's main event, just like that, is in the books. We are going to do a review of it. I just got to step over here for a second. I'll be right back. All right. I am back, guys. Thanks for that. We will do a real quick review here of Saturday night's main event. We're going to do this kind of super casual since we've been here for a lot of hours. We were here for the whole podcast for nearly 3 hours before we watch this one. So we're going to just do a quick little recap of the show. In the meantime, I want you guys to start hitting me with your letter grades or your number grades in the chat. Let me know what you thought of tonight's show. Whoops, I don't want to listen to myself. And let me know what you thought of the show overall. I didn't think it was that bad, but we saw no title changes, but I think all the matches were okay. And we saw some surprises. So we'll talk about it real quick, and then I'll bust up out of here. Let me just regroup a second here. All right. Get more centered. There we go. Trying to get centered around here. There we go. I think I got a review overlay too that I can put on here. There we go. All right, cool. We are set now for the review. Let me just do a quick little channel bumper in case I want to edit this down later. This will just help me. So just stand by 10 seconds and we will get going on the review. WWE Saturday night's main event for May 23rd, 2026 is in the books, and not a whole hell of a lot happened on the show, to be honest with you guys. I thought it was a weak card going into this, but I kind of scored a last-minute night off. I wasn't expected to be free tonight, and we did our podcast earlier on today. We went really long on the podcast because we had a lot of stuff to catch up on. So I figured we would watch Saturday night's main event, hang out tonight, and give a quick review of it as well. And I was a little bit surprised by the outcome here. I mean, I feel like at this point, WWE is just fulfilling their contractual obligations to Peacock for these events, and they're starting to devolve into shows where really not that much happens. And I thought for sure we would see a title change in the main event, which was the Street Profits challenging the Vision for the tag team titles, especially the fact that this match went on last. And I was pretty convinced, especially based on the way Raw ended on Monday, that we would see a title change here, and we didn't. We didn't see any title changes throughout the whole show. So I'm going to give this show like a C+. I thought the matches were fine in the ring. A couple of them exceeded my expectations. I didn't even think the women's tag team title match was that bad, which is surprising. So overall, it was a very, very uneventful show that I can't really give a great grade to, but I can't exactly say the show sucked either because some of the matches were pretty good. So overall, it was an easy watch. It went just over 2 hours, so it's not like we were tortured to death here for 4 hours, 5 matches, 2 hours of commercials. It was a much easier watch, much more streamlined, and it was nice to hang out with you guys and just kick back and watch this one. So we'll go through it here and talk about all of these matches, and I will give my thoughts. So we opened up with the 6-women tag team match here. It was Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss taking on Jade Cargill and Michin and B-Fab. Now, in my predictions, by the way, I only got one match wrong, and that was the main event. So I went 4 correct, 1 incorrect. And the reason I picked the baby faces here is because last night on SmackDown, they announced that it would be Jade Cargill challenging Rhea Ripley for the title at Clash in Italy. I'm not expecting Rhea Ripley to drop the title to Jade there. So I figured if that's going to be the case and Ripley is retaining in Italy like I expect her to, then the heels should probably win here. And they did. The match was a little slow. I want to be careful how I word things because I don't want to sound like insensitive. It's hard. I don't know what's going on with Charlotte. That's my thing. Like, she just seems like a different person. You know, I mean, aside from the physical changes and stuff, like her work was confusing to me. It was reminding me of a little bit Jey Uso-like. There was a couple spots in the beginning of the match that just felt like really slow, lethargic-y. Like, remember when we were having criticisms for Jey Uso's work when we were all going through that and everybody was talking about, you know, how kind of slow and everything he is? It kind of feels like that. Even her selling, she's just flailing her arms and everything just seems really different about her, but they really keep putting over how happy she is and how she is like in a really, really good place mentally. So to me, that's all that matters. If that's the case, I'm glad that Charlotte has the confidence, is feeling good about herself and whatnot. But she even had her gear tonight that was all inspired or made from friendship bracelets that people sent to her and fans sent to her and all of that. But and her relationship with the Alexa, is a little bit entertaining, but it's also very weird. And there was just a few spots early on in the match where I'm like, this is fucking awful. But then it got okay near the end. And we saw this guarantees to me that Rhea Ripley is retaining at Clash in Italy. The finish was Jade pinning Rhea Ripley after a Jaded. So I can't remember what led up to that. Did they cheat? I forgot. But Jade wound up catching Rhea Ripley. Bunch of near falls in this match as well. And, of course, Ripley, has got a little bit of, tension. Things aren't super kosher between her and Charlotte. So, Jade's team is just much more of a unit. So if Ripley is going to wind up beating Jade in Italy anyway, I don't see the reason to beat her again here. So Jade actually got the pin on Ripley, and that's a pretty good sign for Ripley's title run to continue beyond Clash in Italy. So the heels picked up the win there. Then it was time for Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca. Now, this was originally announced as an Intercontinental title match, and then they changed their mind because they don't have their shit together in TKO and WWE. They never do. So they kind of botched that, but this turned out to be a non-title match, and I predicted this one pretty spot on, even though I went back and forth in terms of who would win. My idea behind what they would do after was the same. I said, regardless of who wins here, this is going to lead to an Intercontinental title match. Becky is either going to cheat and beat Sol Ruca, and then Pierce is going to give Sol Ruca another chance by having the title on the line, or Ruca is going to get the win, and by default, she'll get an Intercontinental title match. And that'll probably happen at Clash in Italy, because right now there are 4 matches tentatively scheduled. We will probably get one more, and this is going to be it. So it turned out to be a disqualification victory for Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca went for the Soul Snatcher on Becky. Becky pulled referee Jessica Carr in the way of it, and Sol nailed her. So Jessica called for the bell, and it was funny at first because of Sol Ruca's reaction. Sol looked like upset when Jessica Carr called for the bell, as if like she was going to be the one disqualified. But Jessica knew it was Becky that grabbed her. So when the ring announcer announced that it was Sol Ruca winning, she kind of still looked like disappointed. But it's a non-title match. You would only be super disappointed if it was a title match, because the title can't change hands via disqualification. So in that case, I could understand Sol being like upset, but her reaction kind of didn't match what was actually going on. She should have known that this will likely lead to her actually getting a title shot. And almost immediately after that, we cut backstage. Becky Lynch is traipsing around back there. She runs into Nick Aldis. So Adam Pearce did not make the trip for this. Aldis was there. He said he spoke to Adam Pearce, who asked him to deliver the message to Becky that she will now have to face Sol Ruca for the title at Clash in Italy. So that is your 4th official match announced for the show. Brock and Oba Femi, we're all assuming, will become official on Monday when Oba signs that contract. So that is a pretty stacked card. Cody and Gunther for the title. Roman and Jacob for the title in Tribal Combat. Jade and Rhea Ripley for the title. Sol Ruca and Becky Lynch for the title. And Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, because of what they set up last week. Paul Heyman had the contract for Clash in Italy, so they're going to make that match. And that's pretty awesome. And then I guess if they throw a 6th match on there, it might be whoever is in Danhausen's box, which many think it will be Baron Corbin. So we will see how that all shakes out come Clash in Italy. Maybe Juliet, she still hasn't gotten a win on the main roster since being called up. That could be it too. I mean, this was technically a win, but it was via DQ. And now I'm starting to think that she might win the Intercontinental title, which means Becky's going to drop that thing again. Is she going to win it for a 4th time? I almost think that it's almost a little too soon for Sol Ruca, but at the end of the day, what the fuck do I care? Put the IC title on her. I don't care. I like her. She's awesome. And Sol Ruca is the future. You know what I mean? I'm not even using notes here. I didn't write anything down. This is a very casual watch through of Saturday night's main event because it was last minute. Wasn't planning on doing it. Plus, we podcasted all day today. So this is a very casual and kind of unofficial review of the show here. But after that, it was the women's tag team. The Intercontinental Championship on the line. The women's was next. Penta defending the IC title against Ethan Page. I had mentioned in the podcast and the predictions that the last time and the only time the IC title has ever changed hands was back in 92 when Shawn beat the Bulldog, when Bulldog got fired and had to leave the company. And I've always compared the British Bulldog's Intercontinental title reign to Ricky Steamboat's. Steamboat beating Savage in front of 90,000 people, Davey beating Brett in front of 80,000 people, and then immediately upon winning the title in those epic historic moments, they drop the title and leave the company. It is so fucking bizarre. So it's just the way it went, though. Warrior got let go with Bulldog back in those days, and Shawn beat him for the IC title. And I remember I've told this story before. I was on vacation. My parents, when we lived in North Carolina, they would book sometimes some like off-season beach rentals because they were like super cheap, and we just go down there for 3 or 4 days and hang out at a nice, beach hotel or beach resort. And we were down there in like October or whenever it was, and I remember we went out to dinner, and when we came home, I turned on the TV in the hotel room, and Saturday night's main event was on. Bret Hart had just beaten Papa Shango, and then Shawn Michaels got in Bret's face with the IC title, and my mind was just like blown, like, what the fuck is going on here? How did he, and Shawn beat Davey, and I was just like, I thought Davey was going to hold the title for a fucking year. And here Shawn Michaels has it, and he's already got the match booked with Bret at Survivor Series, and that was just wild. And that was kind of like a reboot of Saturday night's main event. It wasn't even on in the like 11:30 time slot. It was more like prime time when they rebooted it, they made like a new logo for it. It was like a shell of itself. Not quite as bad as what they did in like 07 and some of those years, but it was already in reboot mode by that point, and that's the only time the IC title has ever changed hands. So I thought that maybe Page winning here might be kind of fun, but it's not time. Penta is supremely over, plus everybody loves him. I predicted Penta, after going back and forth a little bit, to retain the title here because I was thinking that you would have to have one title change on this show. So I thought it would either be this or it would be the tag team titles later on. So I picked Penta to retain here. He wound up retaining the title. Sweet-ass destroyer for the win. Pretty good match. Not bad match at all from what I remember. I didn't write down any spots, but it was a solid Intercontinental Championship match on a Saturday night's main event. I mean, that's how I can describe it. Not bad at all. Just a title match. No title change. And like I said, this card was just, full of nothing, but I'm glad that some of these wrestlers got a chance to have like some time. Some of these matches went pretty long, so they were able to get, kind of get their own stage without the big main eventers and stuff. So that's not a bad thing. It felt kind of like a B show or something. Juliet is saying Fightful is reporting that Wardlow is in New York for Double or Nothing. Okay. Now, I was at Double or Nothing when he squashed MJF. I remember that whole weekend when we were hanging out because I wasn't home like in my command center here where I could like read all this news. I just remember seeing all the shit about MJF, about how he's left and he's not going to have the match and he's walked out in the company until he gets more money or something and all that shit that was going down. And we didn't know if he was even going to be there. And then he comes out and gets killed by Wardlow. Yeah, I remember all that shit. That's crazy. So maybe Wardlow was there to get involved, or maybe help, and maybe Wardlow and MJF are going to reunite. I would not hate that. MJF needs, usually a heel like that needs a heater, or, does well when he has one. They have a ton of history. So maybe Wardlow helps MJF beat Darby. Maybe that's what happens. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be kind of cool. The Saturday night's main event episode with Bulldog and Michaels, they uploaded that to their YouTube channel today. Interesting. Yeah, that was wild. I remember seeing that happen in real. Like, I didn't see the match. I think we went out to dinner and then came home, and I remember just flipped on the TV, knowing it was on, just seeing if I could catch some of it, and just seeing Shawn with the IC title. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I couldn't believe it. But the day that Honky beat Steamboat, I watched that day. I remember exactly where I was, like where I was sitting in the living room, like the way the sun was coming in from outside. I remember all of that. And just watching it casually, not even thinking anything of it. I'm like, oh, Ricky's going to wipe the floor with this greasy-haired fuck. And then the greasy-haired fuck wins? Ugh. Still mind blown by it. I was like, what the hell? I mean, I was only 10. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Crazy times. So anyway, at the end of the day, Penta did retain. I think that was the right call. I like Ethan Page, but they mentioned earlier that if Ethan Page would have won the Intercontinental title, that he planned to change the name of the title to the Ethan Page title. That's stupid. You can't even do that, Ethan Page, just because you win the title. You can make a custom belt for yourself. Everybody does that. Cena had the spinner belt. Jack Perry built one from scratch. You can do whatever you want there, but you can't be changing the names of shit. You asshole. That's why you didn't win. So Penta retained the IC title. Then in the women's tag team title match, it was the Irresistible Forces. It was Nia Jax and Lash Legend. Shout out to Nia Jax, who looked amazing. She has been losing some weight. I love this team. They look so good next to each other. They're like the female Chronic, like the female Brothers of Destruction, female Demolition. They just remind me of a team like that. Or the Machines or something. They're fucking awesome. And they're taking on Bree Mode and Paige for the tag team titles. I predicted Bree and Paige to retain because I'm of the belief they will not drop those titles until Nikki Bella comes back. When Nikki Bella comes back, there's going to be a story in there somewhere with the three of them, and that's probably what's going to lead to them dropping the titles. So in the meantime, they're going to have to find ways to survive Nia Jax and Lash Legend, because I think you could remove one of them from the match, either take away Nia or take away Lash, and they are still the favorites in that match. These two girls don't stand a chance against Nia Jax and Lash Legend. This is not going to be a fight that the champions can win unless they get some outside interference. So I was predicting Nikki Bella again to show up and help them win, or maybe even Chelsea Green, who was involved with Lash Legend last night on SmackDown. So we thought we would see something like that, because there's no way that Paige and Bree could beat Nia and Lash clean. And they almost did. This was a pretty competitive match. I thought it was a little more competitive than it should have been. But at the same time, I was happy with how the match was going. It wasn't a complete clunk fuck fest like a couple of the other Paige and Brie Bella matches have been. I mean, it wasn't great by any means, but they weren't embarrassing themselves is what the way I can say, is the only thing I can say. It wasn't that bad, but I was surprised by how competitive the match was, and I didn't think it should have been that competitive. And in the end, what we saw was Paige rolling up Nia Jax with Brie Bella putting her foot on Paige's butt, basically pushing her in for more leverage. Kind of the same thing as like putting your foot on the ropes when you're pinning someone. The referee didn't see that, and they counted the 3. So it wasn't a completely clean win per se, but it was pretty fucking clean. All it took was an extra boot on Paige's ass to get the pin. That's surprising. So I was kind of disappointed, even though I got my prediction right. I thought it would take more because I really think that Lash and Nia Jax, I feel like they should be the China of the tag team division. Remember when China started challenging for the women's title? I'm like, well, she's going to fucking kill everybody. She's been Intercontinental Champion, for fuck's sake. Like, that's the way I feel like they should be. Like, there shouldn't even be competition. They should be killing everybody, and squashing them. And if anybody does beat them, it's going to take a lot of help to get it done. And just having one extra boot for leverage was a little bit surprising that it went that way. But still, tag team champions, Brie Bella and Paige. Hopefully, it will be the Irresistible Forces who wind up taking the tag team titles from them. But we could see a lot of other things a lot of other things possibly happen. Yes, thanks for bringing that up, Garrett. Irresistible Forces did an homage to Demolition with the leg drop kind of variant of their finisher they did. And don't forget, at WrestleMania, they came out in Demolition gear. So they are definitely like them. I think female Demolition is better than female Chronic because they kind of remind me of Chronic too. Or maybe even Harlem Heat. You know, Harlem Heat, Chronic, Demolition, and even Brothers of Destruction. Shades of all those teams. All right, that leaves us with the main event. Main event was good. Very, very solid. I mean, for as shitty as WWE's tag team division is, and them letting go two of the best tag teams in the world just a couple of weeks ago, they put a tag team championship match in the main event of the show, and it was a good one. Logan Paul and Austin Theory teaming up to defend against the Street Profits. This one surprised me. I mean, we had all the athleticism in this match that you would expect from a Logan Paul and a Montez Ford and a Theory and a Dawkins. All four of these guys can go. But the finish, I thought for sure with it being in the main event, we would see Rollins come out because I knew we would see Braun Breaker. So my assumption was Breaker would come out, then Rollins would come out and help the Profits win. But I only got half of that right. Braun Breaker did show up, and this was my favorite part of the match. It was Montez and Dawkins are on the outside of the ring. Here comes Breaker showing up. He's going to do his big running spear to Montez, but as he comes around the corner, Montez leapfrogs him, and Breaker goes right into the arms of Dawkins, who basically pounces him over the announce table and into Michael Cole's chair, and he just hits it, like a brick. Oh my God, that was so great. So I thought, well, they were able to thwart him on their own. Maybe they don't even need Rollins. But then what wound up happening is, I think was it Montez or Dawkins? They came after Paul. I think it was Dawkins who was coming after Paul Heyman and lunged for him. Oh, no, it was Montez. Lunged for Heyman like over the ring steps. And then Logan came in with the brass knucks and tagged him and threw him in the ring. And Austin Theory pinned Montez Ford to retain the tag team titles in a really good match. And I thought they would do a tag team title change here. And they didn't. So I was surprised by that. Because the Street Profits recently came back, it would make all the sense in the world to me to put the belts back on them since they are an actual team. And I'm loving these rumors of Enzo and Cass coming back to WWE. I still find it hilarious that WWE lets go New Day and Motor City Machine Guns and then wants to improve their tag team division. And I'm like, well, that letting those guys go isn't a really good start to that. And then of all teams to bring back Enzo and Cass, but I think an Enzo and Cass and Street Profits program could be fun. Imagine the in-ring segments between those four guys. It could be some fun shit. So we might be having some fun possibilities in our future with those two teams. But I thought the Profits should have won here, and they did not. So 5 matches, no title changes, decent night of wrestling. But like I said, I'll go C+ on my grade for this one because everybody put the work in, but that's it. It was just a show. It felt like WWE simply fulfilling their contractual obligations to do this. And then once the deal with Universal is up, Saturday night's main event will probably cease to exist. That's my thought on it. But anyway, that is it. That's your Saturday night's main event review in a nutshell. So thanks for hanging out in this impromptu stream. Wasn't expecting to watch the show or review it tonight, but decided last minute that we would stick around after the podcast and do this as well. So thank you for hanging out. If you haven't caught the podcast yet, please take a look at that. I will push out the audio here right now. So if you like to listen via headphones on the podcast sites, that will be available to you here in just a little bit. And thanks for hanging out for a fun, big doubleheader today. And tomorrow is going to be a big one because we're going to be here to watch and review AEW Double or Nothing. So make sure you're here tomorrow to watch that with us. It's going to be fun. We will be live just a few minutes before the main card starts, and the link is up on the channel right now. So make sure you hang out with us tomorrow night because we are going to be back at it again. You guys have a great rest of your Saturday evening, and I'll be catching you tomorrow for Double or Nothing. Peace.